So I want to make this conversation because I saw someone else kind of brought up vaguely, but not really, of that how when you're mixed, people judge you when you have a white mom, but praise your, like, for example, if you have a black mom, that you have a white dad. Like, the double standards are crazy. Let's get started. So when I'm gonna start by saying that every mixed person has their experience, different experience. I will say that, but I am saying I noticed a double standard that it's like they don't think it won't happen when they have a white father, and that can be scary, especially for the child. So, like, for example, and one of the biggest things that people try to be like, oh, well, the father is not really in the children's life, it's a mother. And I want to sit here and say that is false. A lot of fathers can play a role even when not being there. Okay? Or sometimes they could be there for 2 minutes and they can make a whole impact. If I'm going to be really honest here. So, with that being said, and also too, many people have different experiences where they have a whole father in their life that's more involved than their mother. And I'm just making these comments so when I talk about this, I don't want to hear oh, well, the father, like, shut up. Okay, let me start. So, one of the biggest things is that I've seen that they get mad when you have a white mother is that they be like, well, she probably told you to act superior or not to, act superior, or like not to learn about your African American history and whatnot. And I'm just here to say, like, that could go along with white men too. And I even go as far as to saying just because a white guy have a crush on you does not mean he like you for the right reasons. Okay? Because I've seen this happen too many times where it's covered, like, the liking is actually either lusting or fetishization. Does that make sense? Like, and then pure ignorance because they don't know anything about your culture, if that makes sense. Because I know how some people are like, oh yeah, no, it's okay, like, he's white chocolate, like he really likes me, that's a good thing. No, because a lot of them, they could like you, but disrespect your culture or you as a woman, as a person. Does that make sense? Like, how should I say it? Because I've seen it too many times where I see, like, white guys who's in, like, in a mixed relationship with either it's like Asian women with a white man or black women with I say interrelationship, I think that's call it. But where I see where white guys that made like a racist joke and whatnot, and I seen like many black people laughing and whatnot. I actually seen this, and it was actually very difficult and disgusting to watch. And it's like, oh no, it's okay, he's part of us, or that's okay, Mark has to pass. And you see it too many times, especially in the African American community, where they be like, oh well, no, Mark has to pass, it's okay. And just him dancing to compa. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. Please forgive me. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And they give so much of a pass that, and then when a woman does the exact same thing as a white guy, she's ridiculed. They both should be ridiculed. I'm not trying to say, oh no, you should be not. No, both should be ridiculed. And honestly, I think it's because of acceptance of, what's that saying? And then I noticed in African American community, a certain group, not all, want a white man's approval so much, or they try to have, like, like, they try to have a quote-unquote in their head, a nuanced relationship where it's like, oh no, it's okay, like, we do it to each other or whatnot. That's not funny. It's actually pretty disgusting and ignorant. Think about Rush Hour. Remember how Rush Hour, Chris Tucker, how he kept making all those racist jokes towards Chinese people. Remember how he kept fetishizing Chinese women? And then how they try to be like, oh no, like you guys are sensitive and whatnot. No, that is just blatantly disrespectful. And plus, it really blows my mind is that the Asian guy character, I forgot his name. Please don't hurt me. I forgot his name. But he apparently didn't know English in that movie. So imagine being insulted and you don't even know that you're being insulted because they speak a different, like that just blows my mind. But besides that, I also think that because of the white man's approval, like, because I know it's a lot of them will let things slide just for approval so they could get like a foot up in society, which never happens. That I know is a lot, which explains, or like they try to be like, oh no, it's okay, because they don't want to come off like the angry black man or angry black woman. Like, no. Like, what's that call it? It should not be tolerable nor acceptable. And I think many people, going back to children, is that I think that they forget that white men can play a role too. Does that make sense? Like, I seen where white dads made fun of their mixed daughter, like, oh, why are you saying all those slangs? That's not like you. And they try to get involved when they're African American side, just like how with white women. Or some dads be like I seen a lot of white dads do a lot of things. Oh, and let me go in so far as saying a lot of white dads do the exact same thing that black dads do, but it's acceptable because they're white. And what I mean by this is that I've seen a lot of white dads that like don't even know about anything about their children's birthday, don't even know anything about don't even know how to do their daughter's hair, do the bare minimum with their wife. I've seen a whole lot of that. I've seen it a lot. But he gets a pass because he's white. That is a whole double standard. Anyways, I just want to end this video off with that. This whole thing of that people, and I don't think mixed people should ever be judged for having a white mom or white dad. That sounds like a whole internal issue on people who have a very issue, like they that's the issue of their own. If you're mixed and people judge you for having a white mom or white dad, or try to judge which type of, just don't even be bothered, okay? Don't even try. They already stereotype you, okay? We just leave them alone. But I just noticed this whole double standard, and let me know, do you have a white dad that mistreated you, that did the exact same thing that a black dad does? Have you ever seen it happen in real life? Because I've seen so many story times and storylines of women being mistreated by white men, and how he mistreat their children. It's a whole lot. Anyways, let me know. Comment down below, like and subscribe for some more. Bye, Exotical Barbies.